with a clean record, and rates across California have been climbing as repair and parts costs rise. If you keep a car, consider bundling auto and renters or homeowners insurance. The discount is one of the few levers that still moves the needle. Speaking of insurance, homeowner and condo coverage has been turbulent statewide. Expect wide variance by neighborhood and building. Many owners still see annual premiums in the mid-1000s, while higher risk zones and older buildings can push those premiums noticeably higher. And some condo HOAs have had to raise dues because their master policies got more expensive. If you are near canyons or brush, budget for mitigation and double-check your carrier options before you close. If you rent, a simple renter's policy remains a cost-effective must-have, often a few dollars a week for liability and personal property. Jobs and pay. This region punches above its weight in biotech, defense, software, tourism, higher education, and healthcare. Typical software engineer pay often lands around the low 130s annually, with startups and specialized roles higher. Registered nurses frequently earn into the low 100 teens on an annualized basis, reflecting California's strong wage floor for clinical roles. Teachers in the Unified District often earn in the low to high 80s, depending on credentials and steps. County-wide, median household incomes are now above $100,000. Here's a curveball. If you had to choose between slightly lower rent near a trolley line or slightly higher rent near your job to cut drive time, which would reduce stress more for you? Taxes deserve a clean reveal. Without doing your personal return here, a single filer earning around the low 130s with standard deductions can easily see roughly 1/4 to 1/3 of gross income go to combined federal and California state income taxes before payroll taxes and benefits. Dual income households will vary, but the rule of thumb holds. Your effective tax rate moves with your bracket and pre-tax contributions. Translation for planning. Do your net of tax math before you commit to a rent or mortgage that feels doable on paper. Schools and safety high level. San Diego Unified includes standout campuses alongside more average ones. School quality varies widely by neighborhood, so always map the specific school list for your address. On safety, San Diego remains one of the safer large cities by violent crime rate, though property crime, like package theft and car break-ins, tracks the patterns you see in most big metros. Think layered habits, lighting, cameras, covered parking, and yes, that insurance we just discussed. Now the true star of this episode, healthcare and how it changes your housing or job decision. If you are on an employer plan, average total premiums nationally climbed again. For single coverage, the annual premium now sits in the high 8,000s to low 9,000s, while family coverage has climbed to roughly the high 26,000s. Employers usually shoulder the majority, but employee contributions still add up. And deductibles and out-of-pocket maximums matter more than the monthly premium when life actually happens. If you are shopping on the individual market, plan premiums vary by age and zip code. In San Diego County, silver tier premiums for a mid-30s enrollee commonly fall in the mid-hundreds per month before subsidies, and deductibles can be several $1,000s. Major hospital systems here include Scripps, UC, San Diego Health, Sharp, and Kaiser Permanente, which is great news for access. Just verify network alignment before you pick a plan. Quick question for you. Is your priority the lowest monthly cost, or would you pay a bit more to keep Scripps or UC San Diego in network? Let's pressure test 2 monthly budgets with every number spelled out so your ear catches the real hit. Scenario 1. Solo renter in a 1-bedroom, aiming for a comfortable but not flashy lifestyle. Rent, about $2,800. Electric, around $175. Water and sewer, around $90. Trash share or pass-through. Assume $55 if not included. Internet, about $80 for a solid plan. Renter's insurance, roughly $20. Car insurance, about $165. Gas and light maintenance, call it $150. Parking, if downtown, assume $250. In neighborhoods with off-street parking, this drops to $0. Groceries and household, a realistic San Diego baseline might be $500 to $600, depending on diet. Healthcare. If employer-sponsored, your paycheck share for single coverage might be roughly $100 to $200 monthly. On a marketplace plan without subsidies, plan for mid-hundreds. If we take the car and downtown parking version, your baseline sum lands around $6,000 to mid-$6,000s a month before dining out, streaming, gyms, and fun. Without paid parking, shave a few hundred. Scenario 2, a family of 3, renting a 3-bedroom. Rent, about $4,300. Electric, roughly $200. Water and sewer, about $100. Trash fee, if not bundled, around $55. Internet, about $90 for higher tier speeds. Renter's insurance, roughly $30. 2 cars, full coverage. Call it about $330 total, plus gas and maintenance around $300 combined. Parking depends on neighborhood. Assume $0 if you rent with 2 spaces, or add several hundred if you are downtown. Groceries and household. Families vary wildly, but $800 to $1,000 is a fair middle. Healthcare. If employer-sponsored family coverage, the worker's contribution can run in the mid-hundreds per month. If on the individual market, premiums for a family can be 4 figures before subsidies, and deductibles are meaningful. Budget realistically. This family's baseline often lands in the high 7,000s to the low 9,000s per month before childcare, activities, and savings. Does that number surprise you? Or does it match what you have heard from friends? Where to live nearby if you are optimizing value? Look at neighborhoods like Claremont and Mira Mesa for practical commutes and family-friendly layouts, La Mesa and parts of Chula Vista for relative value versus beach-adjacent zones, and University City if you need proximity to labs or the university and can stomach the rent. The pattern to watch. Pay more for time saved, not merely for a prettier zip code on a mailer. Now 3 quick savings plays that work here without cramping your style. First, health plan audit. If you are generally healthy, pairing a high deductible plan with a health savings account can keep premiums lower and give you tax advantage dollars for the unexpected. Just make sure your preferred doctors are in network. Second, insurance bundling and telematics. Auto plus renters or homeowners can knock real dollars off, and mileage-based or safe driver programs can cut rates further if your commute is light or you work from home. Third, energy trim. San Diego's mild climate is your ally. Ceiling fans, smart thermostats, and off-peak habits can trim a painful electricity bill more than you think. Let's close the loop. San Diego is magnetic. Blue water, big paychecks in key industries, and neighborhoods that feel like postcards. But the math is not accidental. Housing is high. Electricity is higher than you expect. Insurance, auto, home, and health demands attention, not autopay. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Run your numbers net of taxes and with realistic healthcare assumptions, then choose the neighborhood and commute that return time to your life. Your turn. Which city should we unpack next? Austin, Phoenix, or Seattle? Drop it in the comments. And if this helped, watch the next city breakdown in the playlist. I'll see you there with fresh data and the same straight talk.